the playbook is not going to be the same for every dealer. But with the consideration of the 6 feet of separation and the self-quarantine and social distancing, we need to offer something different. And if pickup and drop off is going to work in your market, great. But you have to create a brand promise around it more than ever now. People don't care how many you've got on lot. People want to know, are you there to service them?
What do you
Can
mean?
you pick up their cars?
What do you
Can
mean
you drop
when
off
you
their cars?
say brand promise? Can we define that? Because I think it's a term that gets thrown around all over the place that gets misinterpreted a lot.
Yes. So as a company, let's talk about OEM level first. So every Toyota dealer sells essentially the same product. Okay. So what do dealers compete for in the market? They compete for their own dealership selling somebody a car. Okay. How do you do that? You do that by the amenities. You do that by the services. You do that by getting in front of them and adjusting your pricing or your payments. There's a whole roadmap to how to compete for selling the same product, which you don't see in a lot of other industries because, again, this is a franchise model. So they have to compete, with Joe's Toyota down the street and Gino's Toyota up the road. So they have to come up with something that defines them as a company separate from Toyota itself. And the whole problem is if you don't start talking about this now, about how you as your Toyota dealership can service and help your customers in this climate, no one's going to listen to, oh, hey, we got 0% and come buy the car from us. No. What can you do different for me? I'm at home. Are you going to bring it to me? Can I buy it online? Can I pick it up?
So,
how many people am I going to deal with? Am I going to be there for 3 hours? I don't want to be in a car dealership for 3 hours right now. I don't care how clean you tell me it is.
I don't want to be in a car dealership for 3 hours in any case.
Yeah, any case.
That's what consumers are collectively saying.
But yes, so the
your
brand promise, it needs to be adjusted. Some dealers have great brand promise, like Shomp. Let's take Shomp for example. One price, one person, 1 hour. That's great. Right now, one price, one person, 1 hour ain't going to work. That's not going to help this climate.
You don't think so?
No, because the message is still you got to come in, bring them in.
Yeah.
Is that wrong? Right now, yes, it is. The message should not be get them in the store. I talk to dealers all the time, and the whole thing, as long as we get them in, the whole point of getting the lead or getting the call or getting whatever is to get them in the store.
Well,
get them in the store, we'll sell them a car.
Mentality.
I know,
we can both agree that that's not the way you need to approach
people go back
any
to that
situation
in an emergency. People go back to what they know and what they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
Can't.
I think the brand promise is one thing, but if you cannot execute on your brand promise, then what the hell good was the brand promise?
That's true.
I've seen a lot of dealerships that have that quote-unquote brand promise, but once I go on their site or once I actually talk to them about their customer's experience, that brand promise was not followed through on.
That's true.
So if you don't have a process in place to follow your brand promise, and let's say your brand promise during COVID is we'll bring you a car, if you don't do that, then
or if you don't
offer it.
If you don't sit down and really pencil it and come up with what it's going to cost, what it's going to take, how many people you're going to need. You got to look at radius around your store that you're willing to do. And I know in the climate, again, people go back to what they're comfortable with, and you're going to have dealers that are going to say, I'll sell a car 150 miles away and drop it off. That might not be feasible. So let's before we start doing things that are going to harm ourselves in this industry, let's really take a look at what we can do to curtail some of the problems that we're going to see in the coming weeks.